In the Superior Court of the State of California, in and for the County of San Diego, people of the State of California, plaintiff versus Jesse Michael Gomez, defendant. Verdict, count one. We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, fix the penalty for count one of the information as death. Signed September 30th, 2021, juror number 2. Number 2, is that the decision of your jury?
Yes.
Was it unanimous?
Yes.
All right. Number 1, did you hear the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Was that your decision?
Yes.
Number 2, I'm asking you individually, you heard it, is that your decision?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 3, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 4, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes, sir.
Is that your decision, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 5, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 6, same question, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
And is that your decision?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 6, let's see, 6, 7. Number 7, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 8, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 9, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 10, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 11, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision, sir?
Yes.
Number 12, you heard the verdict that I read?
Yes.
Is that your decision, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please record the verdict. Now, before you leave, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say a few things to you. I'm going to read these because it's very specific things here. You've now completed your jury service in this case, and on behalf of the judges of this court, please accept my thanks for your time and effort, and I'll say something about that in a minute. Now that the case is over, you may choose whether or not to discuss the case and your deliberations with anyone, including the parties, family members, and the media. I will remind you that under California law, you must wait at least 90 days before negotiating an agreement to accept any payment for information about this case. Let me tell you about some rules the law puts in place for your convenience and protection. The lawyers in this case, the defendant or their representatives, may now talk to you about the case, including your deliberations or verdict. Those discussions must occur at a reasonable time and place and only with your consent. You have the absolute right to discuss or not to discuss the deliberations and verdicts with anyone. In some circumstances, you may be called upon to repeat any comments under oath. Please tell me immediately if anyone unreasonably contacts you without your consent. You have my phone number, keep it. Please call me if anybody contacts you. If you are contacted to discuss your verdict more than 24 hours from now, the person attempting to contact you must inform you of the following. 1, the identity of the case. 2, the party in the case which the person represents. 3, the subject of the interview. 4, the absolute right to discuss or not discuss the deliberations or verdicts in the case. And 5, your right to review and have a copy of any declaration filed with the court. Anyone who violates these rules is violating a court order and may be fined or held in contempt. I order that the court's record of personal jury identification information, including names, addresses, and telephone numbers, be sealed until further order of the court. If in the future the court is asked to decide whether this information will be released, notice will be sent to any juror whose information is involved. You may oppose the release of this information and ask that any hearing on the release be closed as to the public. The court will decide whether and under what conditions any information may be disclosed. Is there any juror who would like to indicate that they do not wish to be contacted by anyone and they do not wish to discuss their deliberations and verdicts with anyone? If so, please raise your hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They all came up. All hands went up. All right? So you all will be put in the record for this. This isn't my first go around on one of these cases. I understand what you're thinking. I understand what you're feeling. And if you didn't feel that way, something will be wrong. I can't thank you enough. Again, this is asked a lot of you. It's asked a lot of you. Your time, your personal time, your work time. procedure in the future will be, there will be another hearing before sentencing in this case, where the defense will bring a motion before me to decide whether or not I will allow this verdict to stand. And then after that, there will be a sentencing. Okay, that'll be the procedure in the future. I've arranged for you folks to be taken downstairs with the bailiffs. Nobody's to contact you, be with you. And if any time you want to contact me, you have my number. You want to contact me, talk to me about anything, please call me, all right? I've been there before. I know what you're doing. I know what you're feeling. And thank you very much for being here. At this time, you can go out this door over here, all of you.